Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be reviewing Turboprop Flight Simulator. This game is truly awesome. Make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel before we start this video, and comment down below afterwards what you think. But now let's get into this. Okay, so we are in Turboprop Flight Simulator, and I truly think that this is one of the best flight simulators out there for mobile devices. So we're going to begin by just going into the aircraft viewer, and I'm going to show you all of the ones that we have. So we've got this one, which they've named the C400. None of these are the real names. The numbers are correct, but the lettering, like this one, the RL42 and the RL72, in real life it's ATR, not RL. But these are real. I'm not sure about this one, but the rest of them are definitely real aircraft. Just names have been changed slightly. Now, I don't understand the difference between these three, because they, apart from the fact that these two have a camera on the front, there is no difference. Even if we go into the interior, you can see got the jump seats, ramp at the back, cockpit. This one, oh yeah, you can switch the liveries on these as well. This one's exactly the same, and so is this one, so I don't actually know what the difference is. But we've got these two, which are the only passenger planes in the game, and one's just basically longer than the other. You can see the interior there, pretty nice. And then this one is a real plane. I don't know how to describe it though. It's a bit of a weird one, but it's pretty cool. It is a pretty cool one, and we can actually have a look at the landing gear and flaps going up and down, which is pretty cool. And the doors. There's a little service door over there. And then there's this one, which is a vertical takeoff and landing plane. And this is quite an interesting one to fly. So we're definitely going to check that out. Anyway, next thing I want to show you is the fact that this game actually has missions, which is pretty cool. And there are a lot of them. I clearly haven't done many at all, but that's pretty cool. And there's one called Along for the Ride, which is on the screen. That one is literally you walk into the plane, sit down, and let it fly. It's just a bit of a bonus mission, which is pretty cool. Then of course there's the free flight mode, and you've got two maps for this. You've got the main island, which is the one that I've unlocked, and then there's an archipelago, which is pretty cool. Now we are going to be starting at just the field airport. We're going to start in the stands, turned off. We're going to be, because I've unlocked 4 planes, so we've got the VTOL one, which is vertical takeoff landing, the weird one with the satellite dish on it, the longer passenger plane, and then the just default C400 cargo. So we're going to start with the C400 and the RL72. We're going to have the RL72 parked at the start location, and you can also get a car as well, which is pretty cool. Let's get a spare wheel on it, why not? Anyway, let's go ahead and start this up and come in, and this is a pretty nice cockpit, I have to say. It's very nice and detailed. And something that I love is you can actually get up and walk around. This is pretty cool. Now, I don't think I know any other flight simulator that has this feature, and definitely no other simulator on a mobile device that has this feature. So you can see the plane here, and what we can actually do is walk up, and if we point this at the propeller, we can actually adjust the blade's pitch, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to leave it as default. We can also start it from the exterior, and you can do this on all of the engines. You can also come to the back and adjust the flaps position, which you can see I'm doing right now. And then we've got the ramp at the back, which is extended at the moment. If we go ahead and shut that up, we've got a power door here, which we're about to fall off of. There's one on the other side as well. We'll go ahead and shut those up, and when you're flying you can actually put the ramp to flat, which is really cool because you can actually drive the car, load it up onto here, and then just drive it out when you're up in the sky, which is pretty cool. Anyway, we'll shut that up, and I want to go ahead and fly before we check that plane out here. So we'll go up the stairs, we'll shut the main door, and we'll fail at... oh gosh, what am I doing? We'll fail at that miserably. And I believe... okay, not in this one. Wow, okay. I'm not doing very well at getting up here. Right, we'll shut the cockpit door. We'll go into the captain's seat, and we will start the engines. See, there's a variety of cameras. There are actually a lot more, but I've turned them off because there are just simply too many. We can turn the signal lights on, and we've got the main lights. We'll keep those on, so we'll need those for the takeoff. Now, something that I don't like is the pushback is turn on reverse thrust. That is the pushback. It's literally reverse thrust, which of course is not realistic because pushback tugs exist. So we don't really need to do that. But what we do for taxi is you turn on auto brakes and just make sure that the throttle is below 40%, and it'll go. And the taxiing is extremely fast, I have to say. It is very, very fast. And another little feature that I love is you can see the HUD in front of me. I can simply turn that off and it will fold up like that. Now, I don't think planes have that in real life. Like, certainly when I've been in the cockpit of an Airbus A320, it certainly did not have this. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, what we can do is we can go ahead and set a destination. So we're going to go and land there. And we're taking off the wrong way, but oh well, we should actually probably turn it around then. So we'll go for a nice flight. You can see we've got the joystick there, and then this is the cargo drop, so you can actually drop it when you're inside the cockpit, which is pretty cool. Anyway, we can apply the brakes manually, which is a nice feature, as opposed to just having it automatic, because you know, automatic stuff is not always that good. Anyway, let's line up on the runway, and let's just full throttle it. So we'll bring the HUD down. Now when we reach 102 knots, we can actually begin to rotate, so we'll do that now, and then 120 it should take off. There we go. Now I don't think those V-rotate speeds are actually realistic, but still nice to see that we have them. Anyway, we're gonna fly out this way, because we're going to need to loop around to land at that airport. Now what we can do is turn off the main lights, don't need those anymore. And we can change all the screen layouts on here as well, which is pretty cool. We can even have them off. I'm not going to do that though. We'll have them turned on. Anyway, let's loop around and we will make our way to the main island airport, and you are just free to explore all of this. You do have to unlock the airports to start at. You unlock different times of day as well, and all the aircraft. But I think that's pretty cool because it gives you something to work towards, and I quite like that in a game. Anyway, I will line up and I'll see you for the landing. Okay people, so we are coming in for the approach now. Gonna try and line up as best I can. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put the throttle to below 60%. We're gonna switch on the auto brakes. That's gonna slow us down for the approach. We're gonna begin to descend to the main airport, and then we will go and check out the other plane. And I think because we're flying this one, I'm just going to check out the interior and exterior of the other planes, because they are just pretty much the same for in terms of flying. Like, they all have the same V rotation speeds, which is, you know, it's not really realistic, but you know, for what you get in this game, and considering it's free as well, I think that's pretty darn good for what you get, so I'm not fussed about that. Anyway, we are getting closer, so we'll go to below 30 or on 30, and we're going to get the landing gear down.
500.
And we do have the call out speeds, which is pretty nice.
300. 200.
Let's try and butter this plane.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There we go. That was a pretty nice landing, I have to say. That was pretty nice. Anyway, we can go and taxi off of the runway. And there are actual parking spaces somewhere. Don't ask me where, because I never know. But there is somewhere on each airport a space to park the plane. Now, the only other aircraft I'm going to show you in terms of flying today is the vertical takeoff and landing plane, because that one I think you're all interested in seeing, and so I'm leaving that till last. Anyway, I don't really need to park this plane because I've got to get back to the start airport to get the other one, so I can show you that. So I will see you guys when I get back. Okay, so we are back at the start airport, and everything is exactly the way that we started out, mainly because I crashed this, so I had to restart the whole thing. Yeah, it didn't go well. Anyway, before we just check out that, I want to show you the fact that we can get stuck underneath objects. No, we can actually drive this. So I don't actually like the way that they've done this for driving it. I don't think it's that nice, but we can drive it anyway, which is still nice. And we'll just go ahead, park it inside here. That'll do nicely. Bit close to that side. Oh well. Anyway, there are 4 drivable vehicles that you can unlock. The rest of them are trucks, so I'm gonna unlock those at some stage. But anyway, this is the other plane. And once again, you can go up to the blades and adjust the pitch of them. Just going to leave them default, and you can start them from the outside. As you can see, that's going to start spinning. Once again, the flaps can do it. You only need to do it on one side because it will adjust the other as well. We've got a door back here which I'll open up, and then this door, I love the way that works. That's just pretty cool. Anyway, we do have an interior here, just rows of seats, and then there's the service door here. Go ahead and shut that, and I want to show you a nice feature that we have. It's known as ejection. So we can now evacuate the plane. However, we now can't actually fly it because you can't get the door back on. So that was a bit of a mistake, but anyway, we can do it over here as well. And I love the animations for these. It just looks pretty cool. And we can have either a window seat or an aisle seat. So let's go the aisle seat here, or we can get up and choose the open hole in the wall seat, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I'll take you into the cockpit now. So I just shut that up, and it's pretty similar really, apart from the fact that we've got a yoke instead of a joystick. And we've got the pretty cool HUD design again. We can start up engine 2, we don't really need to. You can see it's all animated, I think. Yes, it is. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's go check out the other planes. Okay, so we are back at the airport again. We are in the other two planes that I have unlocked. This one is the one with the funny radar dish on top of it, and it's literally identical to the passenger plane in terms of cockpit. If we go to the interior though, we've got the same door design here, so stairs will fold up, slide in there, and the door comes across. But then we've got all the radar computers here. We've got another ejection door either side. But what we can do, we can sit in each of these, which is pretty cool, and I absolutely love this feature. So you can go along to each of them and sit in them. As well as these ones, you can actually sit in these as well, which is pretty nice. Anyway, at the back we've got, once again, the rear exit, and then the service door. We won't eject them this time, but other than the fact that it's got a funky radar dish on top and the interior is slightly different, this plane is identical to the last one. And then this is the one that you have all been waiting to see. This is the VTOL plane. And once again, doors, they open in a similar manner to the first plane that we reviewed. Apart from the power doors, they slide inwards instead of folding up and then this part folding back, just because it's a slightly different design. But we have the cargo door again, which is pretty nice. And actually on this one we have a hook door which will open up like that. I don't know why oh, that's literally because there's a hook there. Okay, I never saw that before. But it's just so cool, this game. So awesome. Anyway, we can walk up into the cockpit. And I have to say, this is by far my the favourite plane of mine to fly. And for this we need to go to the exterior camera so you can see it all happening. So we will go ahead and start up each engine first. We'll make sure the brakes are actually on. And now we'll go and put those like that. And let's turn the VTOL auto thrust on. And let's just go 100%. And you can see we begin to take off. And we can actually move sort of.
20, 30,
And
20,
the more we adjust it, the more that this is gonna lean
30,
back.
20, 10, 15, 40, 30, 20,
Oh god, oh god. Yep. This hasn't gone well. Yeah, okay, so you're not meant to take off like that. Obviously it's meant to be better.
400,
I think if I turn that off I can actually... Oh. You know, I've never noticed that I could do that before. I always thought that you have to have the auto brakes on for it. Maybe not. Anyway, this is a pretty cool plane to fly. Now, I haven't landed successfully using the VTOL yet. Each time it's extremely hard. It's certainly not a butter. Certainly not butter landing. Anyway, let's give it a try here. Let's try and land this.
400, 300, 200, 100,
Come on, we can do this.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
There we go, look at that. That was pretty nice. That was damn cool. Wow. I'm very impressed with that. I've done the cargo door wrong. It's always good. Get it down with the ramp. And let's go switch those off. Let's go have a look. Ooh. Hello. We're in a corner. We got stuck slightly there. This is just a pretty awesome plane. And we can adjust the blade's pitch again. I probably shouldn't have done though, because I've forgotten how they were. We'll just pretend that never happened. Oh yeah, we've got a zoom function, which I always end up catching my finger on, so when I'm trying to move it'll all of a sudden zoom in. Then we've got jump, where you basically just jump. But yeah, that is the game, and I absolutely love it. I think it is truly awesome. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, guys. Don't forget to do that. Like the video too, and check out the links in the description. And Discord server, as always, guys, go join that. Make sure you do. Love to have you there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Hopefully you like the game, and just before I go, let me know if you want to see me complete any missions of this game, because I would love to feature it on my channel, but I want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments, and I will see you all next time.